Making the news tonight, Governor Basiotu signs College of Agriculture, Science and Technology Bill and the Office of the Surveyor General Bill into law. All Progressive Congress Constitutional Amendment Committee begins public hearing in South-South. Plus, network of people living with diabetes in Nigeria urges state and federal government to subsidize diabetic medication and management. Details of this and more shortly. Good to have you on NTA Calabar News at 7. I am Oba Hyacinth. The Cross River State Governor, Basiotu, has signed into law the College of Agriculture, Science and Technology Ububra Amendment Bill and the Office of the Surveyor General Bill into law. The governor affirms that the new law will sharpen education, land administration and overall governance in tandem with its administration People First agenda. Justina Etim reports.
The amendment of the College of Agriculture, Science and Technology Bill elevates the college from monotonic to polytechnic, while adding science and technology to its mandates is to enable the institution benefits from the Tertiary Education Trust Fund financing. In the same vein, Governor Tu says the Office of the Surveyor General Law will give the agency its first footing, defining its roles, powers, and structure.
What we're doing is to put our state on a proper pedestal for growth. Without education, we go nowhere. And it's very clear that this issue of holding certificate, which has nothing to, and even the segregation against Nigerian education now is almost thicker than racism. When it gets to even the higher where they say Nigerian professor, and then you call some other Nigerians their professor, then you know that the division is quite short. So we must do something to actually close that gap.
Speaker, Cross River State's House of Assembly speaks further on the law.
This bill is made up of 4 parts and 23 sections. Part 1 deals with the establishment, functions and powers of the Office of the Surveyor General. 2 deals with staff, administration and structure of the Office of the Surveyor General. 3 deals with financial provision of Office of the Surveyor General. Part 4 deals with miscellaneous general provisions. Your Excellency, this bill, when assented into law, will adequately take care of the Office of the Surveyor General, which is historic given the overdue need of this law.
The new laws are expected to facilitate institutional stability and open fresh development pathways. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
Giving heed to directive of the leader of the party, President Bola Tinubu, towards expanding its frontier for inclusivity and accommodating all segments of the party, the 7-man inaugurated All Progressive Congress Constitutional Amendment Committee has begun public hearing in all the zones of the country, starting with the South-South geopolitical zone, to formulate the final document that will be all-embracing by all party stakeholders. Paul Abel is ready with update on how the public hearing transpired in Calabar. The reports.
Having observed some lacunas in the APC constitution, the Amendment Committee was inaugurated to address these shortfalls, leading to the South-South Geopolitical Zone public hearing, first in the series, as members of the party are encouraged to approach deliberations with open-mindedness and collaboration to birth a more binding document.
Let us reflect on the significance of constitutional amendment and reposition our great party from the wards, local government, states, and the national, as it will serve as a catalyst for progress, enabling us to adapt to the evolving needs of our great party.
Let us see how governors that have served and run their time out should be given an opportunity to be part of the National Executive Committee of our great party.
I know that we have more women in the party, but this is an opportunity to bring in much more women into the All Progressives Congress. If we desire more women.
The Cross River State Governor, Senator Basio II, would declare the public hearing open, represented by the Speaker, Cross River State House of Assembly, and the Deputy Governor. Commend President Tinubu and the APC leadership for the democratic process, promising continual support for a better and stronger APC.
The Constitution is the only safeguard of our liberties. And for us to get this party going, it is very imperative that we gather like this in our shades and colors to make our input known, to make contributions to this wonderful, biggest party across the black race, the APC.
The team that came to Cross River State will take the position that the chairman has given as that of the state government.
We want mandatory 5% representation of persons with disability in all executive committees.
The various memoranda from all the states in the South-South zone and party stalwarts with demands such as 30% affirmative action for women and that of people living with disability, among others, were presented and adopted by the committee.
In the National Working Committee, every state should have a member. So that when the National Working Committee is meeting, you know that every state is effectively represented in that decision-making process.
The next public hearing of the Constitution Amendment by the APC will be hosted by the Northwest Zone in Calabar. Paul Abel, NTA News.
The Cross River State Governor, Basio II, has approved the appointment of members to the board of the Cross River State Property Development and Investment Limited, CROSSPIL. Those appointed are Ukana Etekan, Chairman, Eken Henshaw, Company Secretary, Ojisa Okongo, Member, Emmanuel Udono, Member, and William Akpanke, Member. In a statement signed by the Chief Press Secretary and Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the Governor, Linus Obogo, the Governor charged the appointees to bring integrity, innovation, and professional excellence to bear in repositioning CROSSPIL as strategic driver of real estate within the state. Investors and business operators have been urged to key into the newly introduced Special Economic Zone Conformity Assessment Program, SESCAP, an initiative by Standard Organization of Nigerian SON, designed to enhance trade, facilitation, and promote quality assurance among business enterprise. The call is made during a stakeholder meeting with operators of the Special Economic Zone in state, organized by SON in collaboration with the Nigerian Export Processing Zone Authority. Miracle Edo complete that report.
The Director General, Standard Organization of Nigeria, Dr. Ifeanyi Okeke, represented by the Deputy Director, Dr. Akinware Ayodele, alongside other key speakers, led business operators and participants through various presentations on the activities and services of the organization, while discussions also centered on the newly introduced Special Economic Zones Conformity Assessment Program, ZESCAP, its objectives, and the step-by-step application process designed to help enterprises meet global quality standards and boost competitiveness in international trade.
We came here to sensitize the free trade zone operators about the special scheme that was introduced by SON, which is called Special Economic Zone Conformity Assessment Program, ZCAP. So we want to let them know that we have actually had a series of meetings But today we are on site, to see them one-on-one and encourage them to, key into the ZCAP scheme.
Come to SON, be rest assured that you receive the right information, you will also be given the right services. So I want to implore us again that we come to SON for these services. Don't go to other places. Please patronize Standards Organization of Nigeria.
Call to action. ZCAP is designed to address the unique requirements and operating dynamics of special economic zones.
Stakeholders at the event also speak on the importance of maintaining quality standards and commend the initiative.
ZCAP that we've discussed today has been long overdue. Obviously, we graduated from MANCAP to SONCAP to product certification, and now they've closed at ZCAP, which I think should be a giant leap and a step forward to ensure that whatever is manufactured in the free zones in Nigeria is up to standard, international standard.
Today it was just about sensitization, to the investors in the zone. You know what Calabar Free Trade Zone is all about. We provide an enabling environment for the investors here to invest in. And so we had to go an extra mile, get SON, who've been working with them, we have a synergy with them, so they educate the investors, before any product leaves the zone, so it to be certified.
Stakeholders are calling for stronger collaboration among Standard Organization of Nigeria, NEPSA, and private investors to ensure the full implementation of ZCAP and foster sustainable economic growth. In Calabar, Miracle Edo, NTA News.
In case you're just joining us, you're watching news coming from the studio of NTA Calabar. Commercial Timer is next on the line.
Are you looking for a secured environment with good parking space and a natural ambience? Then look no further. NTA Calabar Entertainment Ground has got you covered for marriages, parties, and all kinds of events. Have an event at NTA Calabar Entertainment Ground, you stand a chance to get a discounted rate for your event coverage. For bookings, please call Jane 0806 353 3069. Celebrate your events at NTA Calabar Entertainment Ground. NTA Calabar, the station for the people.
Under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu renewed hope agenda, Nigerian health sector is witnessing a new wave of reforms, expansion and accessibility. Just as President Tinubu's administration is ensuring quality health care reach to every Nigerian, regardless of location and income, the network of people living with diabetes in Nigeria are appealing to be captured, as well as proper management of disease to curtail the rate occasioned by huge financial burden and inability to access medical attention. Maureen Liu reports.
Among the many initiatives under the Renewed Hope program, which include commitment to reduce cancer-related deaths in Nigeria through increased investment in prevention, diagnosis and treatment facilities across the country, which is evident in tertiary, secondary and primary health institutions. The National Health Insurance Authority has equal expanded coverage from about 16 million to 20 million Nigerians, bringing more citizens under health insurance protection. Yet, persons living with diabetes say they are yet to be captured in any of the health coverage programs at both state and federal levels, even as they decry the plight associated with high cost of medication, financial burden on families, which the note has resulted to high mortality of patients.
People living with diabetes, most especially people who are taking insulin, the cost of insulin today, unlike some few years ago, about a year ago, insulin was about 6,000, but today a dose of insulin is about 18,000. And calculate for one to take insulin for 1 month is taking you over 100 and something thousand.
Why we are crying to the state government that why is it that other diseases have been attended to? HIV, the test is free, the drugs is free. Leprosy, tuberculosis, The test is free, the drugs are free. Neglected tropical diseases, the tests are free, the drugs are free. But that of diabetes, we pay everything to the last kobo.
This drug, insulin, was 1,300. So, but today, the drugs are extremely expensive. The cost of insulin today is close to 20,000. In fact, 20,000 plus. A companion of insulin, it is called alphabetic. That one used to be 3,000 naira for a container containing 30. Now, that medicine is 13,000. So all these and many other medicine that should have been good for diabetics to live on have become very, very expensive.
Network of persons living with diabetes in Cross River State are thereby appealing to the Cross River State and federal government to take action and address what they describe as unfolding health crises. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
Still on the plight of network of persons living with diabetics in Nigeria, let's join Maureen Leo Ajom for their advocacies and expectations from state and federal government. Maureen Leo, can you give us updates on this?
Just as you're watching that story, the burden of diabetes is growing faster every day among middle and low-income earners. And diabetes disease can lead to serious health complications like blindness, heart attack, and kidney failure. Patients of diabetes in Cross River State have recognized the burden of managing diabetes among Nigerian families, as they also emphasize the negative consequences which has led to the loss of many patients. They are advocating a subsidized program that can make diabetes treatment and management more affordable. And so they are calling on the government to create and fund diabetes desks, allocate a budget line for diabetes. They are also advocating for an expansion of health insurance to cover insulin. They are equally calling on government to subsidize diabetes drugs, while also calling for intensive awareness creation by ensuring the celebration of World Diabetes Day. Another appeal of theirs is that governor's wife should consider diabetes management and treatment as one of their pet projects.
That's much we can take from our news highlight. Don't forget to follow NTA Calabar News on our social media handle. Thank you and have a lovely night.